Good morning, cyber friends. It's Mitty Man coming again at you from Walker's Music with yet another word for today. It's Wednesday morning edition, and we want to give God all the praise and honor and glory for life, health, and strength. And we thank you for each and every one of you. Y'all see my title this morning. It said, Reboot Your Attitude. Reboot your attitude. I don't know. Sometimes I think as I sit and look over my own life, and sometimes we can get Satan brings some of the worst thoughts to our mind at times. And like I said, it's not a sin to be tempted, but it's a sin to yield to the temptations. But what I want to say is that our attitude determines our altitude. In other words, your attitude determines how high you go in this life. You could do yourself a great favor if you keep a good attitude. And what I mean by rebooted, and think about it, your PC. What happens when a PC needs rebooting? Well, first of all, if you open and close so many programs during the course of the day, you opening and you closing programs, and using up memory and system resources of the computer. Sometimes those resources do not be let go. They do not be turned loose when you close a program. Sometimes things stays in the memory, and all of a sudden, after the event of closing and opening so many programs and applications, your memory is entirely filled up. The computer doesn't know what to do but freeze up and crash. It needs rebooting. Then when you reboot, it refreshes the computer system, frees up the memory. Now you're good to go for another few hours until the same thing happen again. Well, people, middleman must confess that my life had been just that way. I would have so many things that I'd be trying to do, trying to multitask this and do this and do that, do this and do that, and see about this and see about that. In other words, I was a busy Martha. That's what I was. I was a busy Martha. And then get overloaded and then crash. And then understand why I was feeling bad and how I was so tired and everything, because I was overloaded. This is what I'm saying to all of us. We need to balance our lives out, not to judge each other. Jesus told us that, Matthew 7, is don't judge. Don't judge. Because this is the way that would definitely keep your prayers from being answered, is when we start judging one another. And we need to be sympathetic toward one another and understanding. And I know, it's hard to do that sometimes. It's very hard. Sometimes the last thing you want to do is be sympathetic with certain people. Some people can get on your last nerve. I understand that, believe me. But I know that Jesus' words are true. And he wanted us to be just what we needed to be. And that's why he told us to do not judge. In other words, try to put yourself in the other person's position. Before we be so quick to judge what another person should and should not do, put yourself in that position. I know I have to do it a lot. As a matter of fact, sometimes the hardest word for us to say sometimes is no. But it's essential sometimes that we do say no, because to avoid overload. Because if you do, you got to remember, people, that we are not Jesus Christ Jr. No, the world is not in our hand. Jesus didn't tell us to solve the world's problem, but he did tell us to do the work of an evangelist. And this is why I come back early this morning to say, on last evening Bible study, this is what I was making reference to when I made reference to how the light that they was putting on the massacre that happened in Orlando. No, it was not by no means an attempt to judge anyone, but I would just want to put things in the right perspective. We need to regard all injustices the same way, not just pick out a certain thing because we know they got a political influence on them or a political light that shine directly upon it. Though it was just as wrong for those people to kill those people that was in this here quote-unquote gay club. It was nothing right about that at all. Just as it's not right for them to be killing up Christians and Jews all over the world like they are doing. But we need to put the same amount of light on that injustice as we do anything else. This is what I was saying. By no means clearing the guilty. God does not do that. The people that, or whoever that was responsible for those people, deaths down in Orlando, God know who they are, and God gonna see that justice be done, because it never gives us a right, regardless of what people's lifestyle are. That doesn't give me the man the right to judge them. No, I can't judge. Like I say, I know what the Bible say about the what we call gay, lesbians, and all of that. I know what the Bible says about that, and that's the only position I'm going to take. Where God says it's wrong, then that's where I stand. But it doesn't mean that I judge the person. We can't judge those people. We cannot judge the ones that want to live that type of lifestyle, but we can let our light shine and show them that there is a better way. See, God is the only somebody. God is the only individual, the only entity that can change man. God is the only somebody that can change. You can't change it by hating them. Now, whoever took that gun and went down there and did all of that to those people, that hasn't changed the hearts of man. If anything, it will harden their hearts to keep them from changing. No, we do not do that, people. And like I say, we just need to reboot our attitude. We need to pray for the ones that are caught up. Satan is the real enemy. Satan is the real enemy. And this is what I was trying to make known on my Bible study on last evening. I was in there alone, as far as I know, on last evening. No one called in and everything, so I had a chance to go through the whole lesson, non-stop. I didn't have anybody that I had to just stop and say anything to or whatnot. And sometimes that's good to be like that, because you can get more out of a Bible study like that than you could. But I always like to interact. I love to interact, to share with individuals. So we just saying, people, matter of fact, I'm supposed to have our choir rehearsal tonight, New Salem, or at Brother Fady Clark. So we hoping that we'll get a chance to do just that. And we'll go on and get ready for the pastors of New Salem. They having their little appreciation on this Saturday, and we are hoping to get my choir, Piney Grove, as the Lord saying. I call it my choir, but it's the Lord's choir. And I'm privileged and honored to be able to be a servant of music there at Piney Grove. And so we're going to try to travel a little bit Saturday to help Pastor Brenda and Jane Wilson have their appreciation. So this is what I'm saying. We just need to reboot our attitude, people. When we feel ourselves got low in resources, and in other words, time for a nap. Sometimes we just need to take a nap. You need some rest. Your body got to have rest. So when you feel yourself getting agitated and whatnot, and you get started, you feel yourself, you want to quit doing what you know is right, all you need is a nap. Take a nap and you'll get over it just that quick. Because we cannot stop doing the work of the evangelist, and those gifts that God has given us, we must use them. And everybody got various types of gifts. No one have the same sort of gift. And in other words, you may play the keyboard, but your playing is not like mine, and mine is not like yours. Everybody is individual. We are separate and distinct, but nevertheless we go on in Jesus' name. So with that being said, remember, keep Lady D, keep Sister Kate, Brother JT, Sister Beverly Burks, keep all of them in prayers. I've said many times on the net. I've said it on videos and whatnot. Those people need your prayer. So keep them up, keep them lifted up, and make certain that you stay on the Lord's side. And whatever you get and whatever you get into, if God is not in it, stay out of it, because it's going to come to nothing. This is Bitty Man saying peace. Till the next time, goodbye.